Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of stuff, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of messing around with stuff. This is Casa de McBride Chronicles.
Well, everybody, welcome back to the show. We're going to see what Andy has to say in just a minute.
Alrighty, kids. Since I could not find one at Jacktown, there probably was one there, but there is so much stuff to see that I always have information overload and miss stuff. Anyways, I am going to make one. I have the pieces, the welder, and the know-how to make one. I don't think it will be pretty, but it will get the job done. But before I start making dreams come true, I need to start this with a little rant. Is this thing on? Test 1, 2, 3. I have learned to never buy anything advertised on the tube. 99% of the stuff is straight up trash. You can easily tell because the ad is AI generated and the words generally don't match what the AI generated person is saying. Plus, a dead giveaway is when they say, "So-and-so company does not want you to know this," or "This was invented by an engineer at NASA." I don't blame the tube, cripes. They are just running ads from companies that give them money. But the more they do this, the more people will not buy those products, and they will turn into QVC. Those guys were huge in the 90s. Now, they are a joke. The moral of the story is 100% of the stuff is a joke, and whoever buys it is the punchline. Okie dokie, enough of my rant. Now on to making dreams happen. So here is the plan, you magnificent bastards. I already knew this, but 1/64th of me still wasn't sure. Anyways, I checked to see if both were metal. As I already knew, they were, so welding them will not be a problem. I will grind 2 little valleys in the wrench to get optimum welding penetration. I will use these C-clamps to hold the pieces together. Why these C-clamps? Because the sophomore part of me thinks their names are really funny. Just a hunch of mine, but I am pretty sure they were named way before the movie came out. And finally, grind the welds to make it look somewhat pretty. Oh, snap! This grinding wheel looks as beat as a waitress at De Waffle after a night of being overserved. I guess I need to make a run to De Harbor. Alrighty, kids, it is welding time! With a combination of it being over 100 degrees during the day and not being able to sleep due to this ear/jaw infection, I am doing this really early in the morning so I don't wither away from the crazy-ass heat. And remember, all you future welders out there, any quote-unquote ugly weld can look really pretty with a grinder. Now, before I do the big reveal, I need to address one thing that is killing me. That one thing is, these damn jaws do not close all the way.
Great success.
High five.
Woohoo! Making dreams come true!
Chalk up another success. I am very happy with this project. I got to practice more of my welding skills, and that, my friends, is always a win-win. Sure, it may not look like a museum piece, but I am very confident it will work when I or someone down the line needs to align a hole for a bolt.
Will Andy ever stop getting random tools that have less than 1% of ever being used? Will he ever not drink a cup of coffee while he's working on something? Will he ever answer the question, what came first, the chicken or the egg? Will he take an afternoon nap? Tune in for another thrilling episode of the Casa de McBride Chronicles to find out more.
Hey kids, thanks for watching and for all that's right with the world. Click thumbs up or thumbs down if you are a bitter person because you still live in your parents' basement. Laugh in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Andy has left the building. Good night.
He will always be the king no matter what.
Not that anyone really cares, but back in the 90s when I was a young lad working in radio, the morning show ran the same weather report from June until August. It always went,
And today's weather for the Southeast, sponsored by the All-You-Can-Eat Buffet at Shoney's. It's hot, with a good chance of a thunderstorm this afternoon. And now, back to our regular programming.
and FYI, it is 30 years later, and I still rattle it off every time someone asks about the weather this time of year. Ha!